Hey guys, buenos noches. This is my bedtime review for Married to Medicine Part 2 reunion. You know what? They could have gave, as long as we waited, they could have gave us a 2-hour special. Like for real. This was like a filling episode. They're milking this. They're so milking this. So basically, the part 2 started off where we left off, which was Mariah and Quad arguing about the story about Quad supposedly messing with Mariah's sister's husband. And all I kind of seen was Quad trying to speak louder than Mariah. I believe she kind of got out of character at that moment. And what we seen there was her lying. I didn't believe her because she raised her voice. That's the only thing that she was saying. She was just being loud. She wasn't even saying that it wasn't true. And for the fact that she's so upset about something that isn't true, doesn't make sense to me. There was something else that Quad said that kind of stood out to me. What was it? Oh, yeah. Calling her a cokehead, right? Why would she dig so low if about something that's not true? Or no, why would she dig so low? Let's say that Mariah does coke, right? She will only try to get back at her for a secret that Mariah supposedly had exposed. So that means to me that she was trying to expose Mariah because she felt exposed. Her denying it, I don't know why she's denying it. But being that the details and everything like was out, there's even she didn't even talk about the report that was out. There's a report with her name on it. Quad. Quad called the police on Mariah's supposed sister. I actually thought that it was Aiden's sister and she was messing with Aiden's sister's husband, not Mariah's sister's husband. So just in case anyone didn't understand that. So that's why I think that Aiden came out on that story. You know what I'm saying? And he got so upset about it, about them having a conversation, that he said Quad used to work for him. He gave her a job, used to pay for her hotels because she didn't have nowhere to stay. I think there's more to this here, and I really wish that Andy would dig or do his research sometimes, you know, because there's so much here that these guys aren't even talking about. And it got a lot of us confused on where the, attitudes and things come from. Like when it comes to Mariah and Heavenly, I just don't understand where are we not seeing something that Mariah does that they don't show on TV? I'm just so confused on why even Miss Jackie don't like Mariah. I just want to know. I know Miss Mariah is shady, honey, but I don't really see why they don't like her. Her mouth can be nasty, but what I do like about Mariah is that if she's wrong, she'll apologize. You know what I'm saying? And she's a very supportive friend. It's just, I'm just confused. I really want them to show us. I hope next season they dig a little deeper. F all this surface stuff is too fake. And don't believe any of it. This part two was a waste of time. As long as we waited, they could have gave us a 2 hour special. I'm so upset because they made it seem like that we were gonna get to see Quad and Greg sit down and talk today. Well, yesterday since it's 12 o'clock midnight. But they made it seem like we were gonna see that conversation. Now we have to wait an entire week. I'm so upset about that. My little nosy. I just want to know. It does look ugly, you know. It's my guilty pleasure, honestly, because in reality, these two are dealing with something that's personal, and I'm not the type of person that laugh at anyone's demise or pain or, entertained by pain. But this is pretty entertaining, these two, and they can get pretty nasty with their words, as we seen on one of the trips before. Um, and as Qua, she admitted that it's gotten ugly, you know. And I'm glad these two are divorcing because these two are obviously toxic together. It could have been a beautiful thing, but I think Miss Quad got a little ahead of herself. Um, and felt a little too proud of herself that, once she started doing her dog business and this and that, and Greg probably was that type to be, maybe hold what he do for her over her head. And then once she got a job and things like that and start doing for herself, she became proud and maybe started to treat him like she didn't need him. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, I say to you this, just thinking about Quad and Greg's situation, always make sure that you're good first. Always get with a guy that you want and not a guy that you need. Because you'll end up being with someone that you don't even love. And I think that's what the situation is here with Miss Quad. I don't think that divorce would have been ugly if she realized that she got with a guy that she needed and not with a guy that she actually wanted. Um, so yeah, I wanted to touch on what Toya said. She mentioned that she didn't want Miss Quad to come on the trips with them. I kind of agree with her, but then it didn't make sense whenever she told Quad that once she finds a man to marry, she can come back around. But why would you come back around to friends that's not there for you? That part didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they did a replay of Eugene. I noticed that Eugene does feel some type of way that they have to pick between Greg and Quad, and it seems like they always pick Quad, because this is the woman's show, but at the same time, they do have a genuine friendship with Greg. So I think that Toya kind of felt kind of compelled to say that. She was on her son. She's more of a guy's girl or a girl's guy or whatever, however you want to say that. She kind of, she more so is on the guy's side. Whenever the ladies are having a discussion about, issues between men and women, I noticed that about Toya. So I think that she was kind of thinking about that. If Greg's not around, then you don't need to be around, I don't think that she particularly think that Quad is a threat for her husband. I don't think that. I think that she was just saying that she don't like the fact that, you know, that her husband is cool with Greg and Quad keeps coming around, so it's just not fair. But Toya's not always the best with her words, so sometimes you kind of gotta read between the lines with people. I didn't understand how they would go from an argument to kind of laughing at each other's replays. I like that they can have, some disagreements or whatever and then go right back into being supportive. I think that is really missing in sisterhood nowadays. It seems like a woman is so quick to forgive a man, but when it comes to her girlfriends, they cut them off quickly. It could be one little simple something, and they just don't forgive their girlfriends. I really, really love this Married to Medicine. I honestly prefer it over Real Housewives of Atlanta, but yeah, I can actually go without Quad. Her mannerisms and everything is just too animated for me. I can be a little animated, but hers seems a little too animated, and it's coming across to me like she's holding back. It's not genuine. I am here for an educated lady, but hers doesn't really come across genuine. I feel like there's somebody else in there that she needs to either embrace or to show. I don't know what it is with Quad, but I'm not really, really feeling Miss Quad. But I do enjoy all of the ladies together. Just, they're so entertaining, they're so raw, they're so real, they're so supportive, they're so just. I absolutely love Married to Medicine, but I do not like this part two. It was a waste of time, okay? So I'll see you guys next week so we can talk about Quad and Greg because this looks like it's gonna get a little juicy. Yeah, it looks like it was gonna get a little juicy. Yeah, I want to touch on these receipts too for a sec. I believe Mariah has receipts. You tell me if you think Mariah has receipts, but I think she do. Comment below and tell me what you think. When you seen this part two, did you think that it just seemed like a filler, or did you get some tea out of this episode? Excuse me, but because I didn't. Said I will see you next week. I will talk to you next week. I am about to go to bed. Please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.